We have got to cut costs, people. Ideas.
We could
steal people's PlayStation 5 consoles and replace them with George Foreman grills.
Okay, how about this? We
Steal people's PlayStation 5 consoles and replace them with George Foreman grills.
That is wonderful. You just said the same thing I said, only you did this.
No, I did this.
Makes all the difference.
Bingo.
That's good.
Right on the nose. It's a great idea.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and the epidemic of stolen PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X consoles has now hit the United States. I recently covered some interesting stories about Amazon UK delivering cat food instead of the PlayStation 5 console to many customers.
Same old dinner. Hey, what's this? Is this new? It is new.
Not just one or two, but many. Now, I don't know if this was just one driver that risked it all to steal 10 consoles, or if it happened at the factory. We don't know, but the issue is widespread enough that it's almost impossible to have been a coincidence. I counted maybe 50, 60 people who all posted evidence of their package being like an air fryer or George Foreman grill instead of a PlayStation 5. Also understand that they did not order the George Foreman grills. So I don't know if the Amazon driver had these, laying around and he put something in, they put something in to try and equal the weight. I don't know. But this story about what's going on with FedEx here in the United States is absolutely insane. Almost as insane as not using a VPN when you're browsing the internet. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Private Internet Access. In current year, basically everyone should be using a VPN. What is a VPN? Well, it stands for Virtual Private Network. With Private Internet Access, all of your traffic goes through a secure VPN tunnel, your IP address is hidden, and your data is encrypted. Private Internet Access is available for all platforms: Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, and many others. They have a strict no logs policy. You can use one subscription to protect up to 10 devices at a time. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. And Private Internet Access has given me an exclusive deal just for subscribers of The Quartering, a 3-year subscription with 3 extra months for just $2.25 a month. That's an 83% discount. And reviewers love Private Internet Access. CNET rated it as, quote, spectacular, and it got PC Mag's Editor's Choice Award for the past 5 years. You can access geo-restricted content from websites, YouTube included, social media networks, find better deals online, play games blocked in your region, and protect your identity by keeping your data encrypted. Pick up this awesome offer available just to my subscribers. It's located in the pinned comment below as well as the description. Start protecting yourself today. Hey, Private Internet Access is the VPN I use. You don't have to use that one, but they've given you an excellent, a crazy good deal. So you might as well pick it up and browse more safely and securely. Now, there is a ton of active threads on the FedEx subreddit from angry customers whom have had their allegedly Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5 consoles stolen. You could see this on Game Rant from just a few days ago. Customers accuse FedEx driver of trying to steal their Xbox Series X console. With next generation consoles making their debut this week, it is expected of excited gamers who eagerly await their new console to be shipped so that they could finally get their hands on them to start playing the next-gen games. In a Reddit post, they have told a story about they almost missed out on an Xbox Series X because they suspected that a FedEx employee was trying to steal it away. According to the post, the customer was leaving their home when they saw a FedEx truck pull up and receive a notification saying that the Xbox Series X had arrived. Strangely enough, the truck started to drive away, causing the user to run after it and ask the driver about the package. Upon being asked, the driver said no, causing the user to show the delivery notification, thus making the driver find and give the package. One interesting thing that needs to be noted about the entire story is that when Walmart shipped the Xbox Series X, it was labeled with Series X on it, essentially suggesting that it was an Xbox Series X console based on what the user wrote. They didn't think too much of the situation at first before noticing what was written on the box. At the end of their post, the Reddit user asked the community if FedEx needed to be contacted or some kind of complaint should be filed. Absolutely. Also, it's being reported that Target is putting shipping labels on the outside of the box instead of inside the box, so it's very easy to tell. And just look at some of these threads. FedEx workers are stealing PS5 consoles. Just a warning, all of you may be looking to order a new next-gen console. Beware, there are dozens and dozens of incidents being reported all around the web of PS5s going missing, quote, lost, PS5s being shipped from specifically FedEx. It's outrageous, and it seems like nothing is being done about it or it's even being investigated. I'm unfortunately one of those people who ordered a PS5 from Sony Direct and they use FedEx. My package was supposed to arrive and it was, quote, out for delivery this morning until where it changed to pending. That would be the last time I'd seen any activity on my package. FedEx customer service is like speaking to a wall, doesn't care and won't do anything about it. In theory, you can get a replacement if you contact the retailer. In my case, Sony, but screw that. If you can get a refund, hold on to your hard-earned money and wait till retail has some stock. So this is a interesting post because you don't know exactly what to do. I mean, if you have a retail store, you know, around you, sure, use that method to get it. It seems safer. They continue on. The Xbox X consoles are also being reportedly stolen at a high rate by FedEx employees. One of the clips on the web shows someone receiving a resealed empty box. The incidents have been way too consistent to them to be a coincidence. Update. After sitting pending for a while, my package was falsely, quote, delivered on a day and a time that I sat outside waiting for it. Opened a case on both FedEx and Sony, and once I get the driver's name, I will be filing a police report. And they should. Oh yeah, and hopefully putting an end to this. I'm also trying to get video surveillance from any stores around me for more evidence. More similar incidents regarding FedEx installing missing falsely delivered PS5s are being reported from Twitter users by the minute. That's not the only one. How about this one? Day 5 of PS5 delivered, still waiting for it. I'm on day 5 of waiting for my PS5. It said delivered on Saturday, but I'm still waiting on it. What would cause a package to be marked as delivered and someone hasn't received it? Would this be a system error? And look at the top reply. Same boat. Mine was delivered Sunday. Not exactly sure where, as no truck was on my street then. A truck came by 10 minutes later and dropped a package off at the neighbor's. He told me it must have been a different truck. I was finally updated from customer service and the trace team said it was, quote, misdelivered. And I don't receive it by Friday. I should talk to my shipper. My package went missing at the same warehouse in Halthorpe, Maryland. It was out for delivery on Saturday, 11/14, but no one came to my door. On Saturday evening, I was notified that my package was delayed until Tuesday, 11/17. Monday afternoon, I received an update from FedEx telling me that my package was delivered back on Saturday, 11/14. They do not have any proof of signature, even though my package from GameStop required direct signature authorization. Another interesting piece of data. They are circumventing the signature requirement. Thanks, FedEx, for supposedly delivering my PS5 and doing absolutely nothing to fix it. They ended up getting a refund. And again, that's the brutal part of this. The refund, yeah, I mean, look, it could be worse. You could not be getting a refund. I understand. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, sure, thanks for the refund. Now I'll have to wait an undetermined amount of time to get the console that I had already saved my spot in line for. You should have waited. Mine said it was delivered for 5 days, then they eventually delivered it. The warehouses are just backed up. No, I don't think so. Packages don't get marked delivered until they scan it on the destination. I mean, now there are people, our FedEx workers, who are chiming in on this. And, you know, I want to give them their say. So here are some things that FedEx drivers are saying in the same threads. Quote, I'm making upwards of $70,000 a year doing this. To risk it for a $500 game console is absolutely insane. The fact that you're even assuming a driver would seal it without any proof is absurd. They go on to say also, I'm a FedEx driver, and if a package is scanned on my truck and then goes missing, I might as well not show up for work anymore. I automatically have a red flag. Plus, when I show up to go work, I go through a metal scanner and security. Same when I leave. Well, it doesn't. There are plenty of ways. Like, you could have the 10 game consoles sitting in your truck, and then you meet somebody in a parking lot when you were stopping for lunch, right? And then you hand over a bunch of Xboxes to them. Or you have boxes in your truck that are set to go somewhere. You know where they're going, and then you just, let's say it's a buddy of yours. Let's say, hypothetically, you order a bunch of George Foreman grills to your buddy's house that's on your delivery route. You take any PS5s or Xbox Series X's, you take the Foreman grills out, you put the PS5X in. Now you have a record of stopping at the appropriate house and delivering a scheduled package, but what they don't know is that you've just switched it. So this one house gets 5 boxes that should be 5 George Foreman grills. Instead, it's 5 PS5s, and nobody is the wiser. Another quote. Ground has been a mess for a while now. The console thing is putting a spotlight on that. I don't think anything's actually being stolen. It's just hubs getting backed up and contractors falsely delivering before it's actually delivered, or falsifying delivery. I think the root cause is that FedEx prefers to punish employees for not meeting expectations rather than fix the system that's actually causing the problem. The result is people lie to cover their rears and nothing gets fixed. Now, there are also reports that FedEx simply cannot handle the amount of packages and that have been rerouted through other warehouses to wait. Other situations involve GameStop orders messing up and adding numbers like 1, 2, 3 to cause huge delays in delivery. And the fact that, obviously there's a huge lockdown. I don't know. There are a lot of people, in particular, like the morons of Reset Era, that think it's just gamers being mad. But I bet the PS5s are on eBay right now. I mean, off the top of my head, I just delivered a very reasonable situation in which you could swap PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X consoles out without really anyone being the wiser. On top of that, you're seeing Xbox Series X consoles getting delayed in the UK and Canada. This is back in early November. It's still dealing with delays. Here's a video showing a FedEx employee throwing the Xbox Series X on the porch. Now, of course, this is not uncommon. I have a doorbell camera and I see packages thrown on my porch all the time. That's why when I see them walking up, I try to make sure, just chuck it. I hate my life. I just hate my life. Here's a $500 console. Chuck it. Probably not the first time that box was mistreated along the way. Luckily, Microsoft padded the craziness. That's true. Inside the box, it was crazy padding. Now, I hope that this doesn't happen to any of you, but if you have the option and you can pick it up in store, it seems like the safer route. If you order from Best Buy or Walmart or any of these places other than Sony Direct, you should have the option if you have a store, or GameStop. If you don't, make sure you're taking records. Track that thing, make sure it arrives. I am sure that the overwhelming majority of drivers are not criminals. I've almost never had packages go missing. Everyone's got that 1 or 2 times it happened. I had some memory that disappeared, even though the driver went out of their way to say they put it in my grill behind my house. I've had some sketchy drivers, but overwhelmingly, every driver I've ever met has been a really cool person who enjoys their job and is working extra hard during the global lockdowns right now. So shout out to truck drivers. I'm sure that these are just a few. However, customers, buyer beware. Now make sure you check out private internet access. Your special deal is in the pinned comment down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.